quarter. Let's take a look at the quarter. Good, under your finger. You guys are touching a quarter? See the quarter? Does it, if you kind of run your finger over the quarter, do you feel don't push hard. You feel the bumps on the quarter?
Yeah.
Okay. So you feel the bumps on the quarter. There you go. All right, keep your finger flat on there. All right, now I want you to try to use that magic that you got in your finger from the cat. I want you to push down real hard. The cat's back. And keep pushing, keep pushing. All right, so now the quarter was on the outside. You could feel the bumps, right? Now the quarter's where?
On the inside.
On the inside. But your hypothesis, if you use the standard method, which is how did the quarter get through the membrane, right? Then you're doing that old elementary school approach, that the kind they teach you originally in science. You have an idea, you set a hypothesis, you test a hypothesis. We're going to break that, okay? We're going to say, no, not how did the quarter get through the membrane. We're going to say the quarter is inside the vessel. The null hypothesis is the quarter was always in the vessel. It never was outside the vessel. So if you state the hypothesis that way, the quarter was never outside.
The vessel.
Right. So then that changes the way you look at your data collection. So if you do it the other way, you have to figure out a way to get a quarter through a piece of rubber, which you know can't really happen, right? And that's airtight.
What about Penny?
It's got a great sound to it. The whole table's...
What about Penny?
All right, now that's the old way. You're trying to push it through there, and you're trying to say, I wonder how it got through the septum. But if you state your hypothesis not that way and say instead, the quarter was never outside. Just like that issue about knocking on the door. I wonder if Cecilia's home. She didn't come to the door. Oh, she must not be home. That's the old way. The new way is Cecilia is not home. Let me test that. Let me try to see if I could disprove that. Cecilia walks up, boom. You've supported your null hypothesis. Cecilia wasn't home. She was outside.
Wait, why is it not working with a penny?
Well, that's just it. We're getting away from that. Get away from that hypothesis completely. Don't focus on the distraction. This is a distraction. Focus on the null hypothesis. The quarter was never outside the jar. The whole time you were touching it, the quarter was inside the jar. You see how that works?
Yeah.
The null hypothesis is that the quarter was inside the jar. The positive hypothesis is the quarter was outside the jar. How did I get the quarter through the septum? That's the wrong way to look at this. Look at it with a null hypothesis. Now ask yourself, how did it feel like the quarter was outside the jar? Because I know the quarter was in the jar. My null hypothesis states quarter was never outside the jar. It will narrow down your field of study greatly and make this possible for you to figure out. But if you keep trying to push that through that septum, you're using the old hypothesis and it'll drive you nuts. It's driving Chandler nuts. This is, oh, she's in there. Hey, Chandler. Hope you figure it out, dear. Good luck. Y'all say hello to Chandler.
Hi, Chandler.
Thank you. He's two.
What's up?
Oh, that's sweet.